and welcome to the Lawrence County Sports Football Show. And, well, what a week we had last week. Let's get right to it as the Newcastle Red Hurricane. And I'm going to use the word upset by Shaler. Now, the Canes scrimmage and week 0 were not as impressive as hoped, as the Canes got out there, moved the ball, however, there was turnover after turnover, especially inside the red zone, that were drive busters. And then it was the needless penalties. And the Canes almost pulled that out, as the 33-19 score doesn't really indicate. But the Canes will face Montour tonight in that Northwest 9 game. Now, as we move further in on the schedule and into these games for this week, next up we have the Shenango Wildcats. Well, the Cats, they're taking on Freedom at home, and last week, as you saw right here on NCTV45, we had that doubleheader. It was Union running on the Cats. The Cats are going to have to get a little bit better on defense. The Cats did move the ball, but Union able to control the clock and keep the ball away from Shenango caused some problems for the Wildcats. Now, this is the opener for Shenango in that double A loop, and very important for them to get off a good start, because the schedule doesn't get any easier, as they have to take on Western Reserve, always tough, Sierra Catholic, Riverside, and Mohawk. Now, as we get further down the line, we're going to talk about the Union Scotties. The Union Scotties last week against Shenango rolled off a 35-20 win. And the Scotties will be at home tonight against Cornell. The Scotties split up their running machine and passing machine between fullbacks, halfbacks. Flowers had a tremendous game, and the quarterback looked absolutely excellent. So look for Union to have a real good night tonight, especially at home. Up there in Union Township, it should be a great game. And go blue. So as we look to this, the Montour-Newcastle game, going to be a close game. It'll be right here on NCTV45. Look for the Canes to be able to pull it out. Montour lost the week before to a tough Boone team. Shenango Wildcats, that's a toss-up. I don't know much about Freedom. And as for the Union Scotties, I look for them to win over Cornell. Now, we're going to take this break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Yes, friends, Chilella & Carney Floral Designs is alive and well in Newcastle. Owner and designer Stephen Doherty and his staff have a special motto: we love what we do, and it shows in every area of the business. Stop by their pleasant Southside store at 1006 South Mill Street. Chilella & Carney has been there for the community with quality and service since 1943. You can go to the website chilellaandcarney.com or call 724-652-8412.
Welcome back to the Lawrence County Football Show, and let's talk about the Neshannock Lancers. They're traveling to Riverside. Now, Riverside had a quality team last year, making it into the playoffs and traveling deep. The Lancers a 49-21 loss to Avonworth. So the Lancers are going to have to get things in line real quick with the likes of Mohawk, Elwood, Shadyside, and New Brighton looming large in their future. Look for the Lancers to try to run the ball and complete the short pass tonight. And hopefully they're able to come up with a win against Riverside, that down in Elwood City. Now, here is a story. The Laurel Spartans. Last week, 28-12 loss to Mohawk. And Laurel, having a pretty good football tradition out there, takes on Riverside. Now, this is going to be interesting. It's out at Laurel. And the Spartans are going to have to come up with some defense, as last week they gave up 28 points against the Warriors. And who do they have to look forward to after Rochester? Bishop Canavan at California, and if you remember California in the playoffs last year, Clareton and Our Lady of Sacred Heart. It's going to get tough for the Spartans real early, and they're going to need this home win to be able to move up the ranks and set themselves up. Those early season losses can pile up on you and really give you a hurting. Now, what we're going to do is take this break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and all Cedars 724-658-9260. The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Welcome back. Always good to see you on the Lawrence County Football Show, where we talk about the teams in Lawrence County and what's going on. Well, Mohawk, a 28-12 winner over the Laurel Spartans, and they will be taking on the New Brighton Lions, and that game will be at New Brighton. Look for the Warriors to try to maintain what they've been doing with having on the horizon great competition in the future here with Neshannock, Freedom, and Western Beaver. Excuse me for that as we're getting through the calls and the show here and just about everything else. So Mohawk came up with a 28-12 win. If a win over New Brighton would set them up going into the Neshannock game, which will be out at Mohawk, and play really well into the Warriors' hands. Now, elsewhere, it's Elwood City. The Wolverines suffered a 41-0 loss against Beaver Falls, and Beaver Falls is a tough customer, but things aren't going to get easier for the Wolverines as they take on Sierra Catholic tonight. Difference is games at Lincoln down in Elwood City, and hopefully the Wolverines can pull out that win as they have New Brighton and Neshannock on the horizon, which could cause problems for the Elwood City Wolverines. That's a tough double-A conference, and Elwood has to go on the road and come up to Newcastle to take on Neshannock, Shenango. They go against arch rival Riverside. They come up for Mohawk, and that's going to prove interesting for the Wolverines as the season goes on. Now, the Wilmington Greyhounds, 42-12 winners over Sharon, tonight will take on Farrell. Look for the Greyhounds to keep improving as the season goes on, as they're the number 2 pick. And, under first-year coach, they're doing just a great job. The cupboard was never bare for the Wilmington Greyhounds, and they look to breeze through their regular season on the way to the playoffs in District 10. Now, that was the NCTV45 Lawrence County Football Show. We're going to take it out to the field. Remember, stay tuned to NCTV45 for the best in high school sports. We try to keep you informed on just what's going on inside Lawrence County. Now, until next time, see you at the game.